Alright, welcome back! The scarf was blue?
You keep killing my runs! You said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct?
Yes. Is something wrong?
Stupid bitch. That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this. It's the victim's scarf. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color. However, it certainly is not white. You knew what the note said.
She knew the contents of the note. No! Ah!
I think he's in fear for like his perfect record, which is why he's screaming like that.
My first trial! My perfect record of 0! It's about to be ruined!
Yeah, but you win at all costs.
Yeah.
And he's not winning.
Oh no, he's coming. Tisk! Tisk!
I think the...
Miles!
I think the...
Are you losing?
He's here.
No sir, I'm not.
Take cover, everybody!
Yeah.
I think in the anime, the Tisk Tisk is covered by his cane. That's his cane.
Ooh. He does have a cane, but...
In the anime, I didn't remember it in the...
He doesn't have it when he's behind the bench, but trust me, he has a cane.
Yeah, got to his character in the anime.
Well, the anime is not really canon, it's like a different version of events, but it's still...
What? But all the events still kind of play out basically the exact same!
Some events don't. Really.
We don't care!
Okay.
It says wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why you said it was white. Don't me? Well, Miss Foster? Or should I say...
M.
Miss
Foster?
Sus? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation.
I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, the witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. That's an evil smile she has. Did you say one more person?
That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was her.
Melissa Foster?
Her. It was Dahlia. And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Because the letter was written to Dahlia. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name, but that's the wrong voice. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name right there. What's this? So who is this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne? A dead bitch.
Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
The dead?
Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime? You don't mean...
Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls.
Oh, never mind. I guess when it zooms out like that, Dahlia's wearing white. So I guess a white scarf wouldn't be outrageous.
Maybe not, but it's
But every time it goes close, it's like a reddish pink. You said she was killed, but was she really?
What are you implying?
Was the body found? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago.
Because they couldn't find her.
As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. Ah! Nice.
Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not sane.
Sorry, the demon got out again. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What?
Huh. Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
I mean, is the pin pulled, or are we just chucking it?
I mean, but the pin is... You did well.
I don't know. I just... Stop ruining my... my fun. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm.
Hot.
Witness! Just who are you anyway?
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough.
Here's a DNA test. Go ahead, say it.
You don't have to say any more, witness.
Say it.
Yes. I understand.
I know you're gonna give a DNA test. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I have an omission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far.
I have no evidence anymore. You don't mean...
Yes. The prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
What did he say?
It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way, but then why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony. So he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
But I thought she died 5 years ago.
We thought so as well. But, well, as you could see...
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder? Also, we're talking about a guy who's on death row for a murder that didn't happen.
That's not what this case is about. We're doing the murder charge of this.
But can't we still bring up that idea that when people are like, well, that's a bit odd too?
Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost.
How dare you?
Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister.
By her hands?
Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would the witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see... I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me.
I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting their claim.
It's the diamond. That wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict.
What are we talking about?
He's your partner. It counts.
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. What makes you think they're empty, boy?
Oh, I punched the mic!
Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
They're getting in a fight. That was them fighting. I am sweating bullets.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth. That's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me?
The rashness of youth. How charming.
29. What youth? This coming from someone younger than me? Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye, what motive would those witnesses have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? It's the time. It's the camera!
Thinking too far. Not the camera. No.
Too far, that camera's too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Too much. The truth! It's the letter about the truth! The story starts after Terry Falls escaped.
Also, the diamond she has. Valerie doesn't have the diamond, so.
He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia frame him. Her sister didn't want to be with him? Or didn't like life and was like, here, take the... No.
Oh, is it?
I was thinking that the sister was that her actual sister, who by that letter knows she's still alive. Unless she's just making a confession, like I need to tell the truth.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like my sister doesn't like her life. We'll give her the diamond. She can go start a new life.
Okay.
Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal the whole world, the whole truth. The whole truth? The whole truth.
The whole truth.
There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently.
A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was this secret that was so important?
I love fiction.
Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne at Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all.
The diamond!
Sure, close enough.
The murder. The fake job.
Fake job. There you go. That's what I want to hear.
The lovers.
No, yeah, but that's not it.
The affair.
No.
Oh yes, I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. We believe it will explain a lot of things. Such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us one more, my little maple leaf?
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. This time, this will be the last time you hide your womanly wiles.
5 years ago.
Next!
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls.
Okay.
The ransom price was a raw diamond. Oh, my sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived. I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money, so I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
Hey, Dahlia. Where's the diamond? If she gave it to him, where's the diamond?
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And what to believe, after all that, she murdered her sister. Preposterous!
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle with your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again.
Huh. If we're not allowed to fight, let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info. That ace up our sleeve.
What info?
Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
Actually, Armando's insane, and this entire time, it's been him being the defense attorney, and me is actually a cat. He's just insane, and he's talking to a cat on the table. He thinks he's part of Persona.
Yeah.
That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby.
Anything she said. Anything Dahlia says.
He'd do anything for love. But he won't do that. Except he would.
Yeah.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah. And Dahlia. And Valerie, too.
Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret.
5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls.
All right. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship?
Yes. As a tutor.
You're tutoring him, Mr. Falls?
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me.
That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14.
He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns were in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see.
But he's not very smart. He's not smart at all. You can tell by how he talks. His sentences aren't well put together.
But he can still be smart. He can still make up a plan. Doesn't mean his just because he's not articulate doesn't mean he's stupid.
He chews on the ball.
And the balls taste good.
You'd know that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow?
The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge.
Let me look at this diamond. Yep, that is a raw diamond.
Well done.
I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million?
It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk.
$2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that.
The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual.
By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why do you think you wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If you ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape.
There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is.
Yeah, right. It was all your plan.
Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm.
That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage.
Yes, but actually, that saved my life.
What do you mean?
You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow I just knew he was going to use it.
Yeah, he was holding it in his right hand, and you with the other hand, so where was he holding the diamond?
His ears. Well, no, but Valerie had the diamond. I knew that he was going to use that knife on to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind.
Hiya! I'd like to hear more about that. What happened right at that moment?
Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try to run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second. He gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
Bloodthirsty grin? Ooh.
And in the next instant...
Whee!
Woohoo!
Freedom! Rock!
I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and is incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place.
Jamaica.
Ah, I never forget that day. The crumbling bridge. Nowhere to run. Then just one little shove behind. That was it.
I got you a little bit with that one.
Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money.
And that's why you hid your identity?
Yes, I already told my sister.
Valerie Hawthorne, eh?
Yes, she's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years. I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me ever again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
She stabbed her sister with a diamond. She was like, hi-ya,
Oh.
hi-ya, hi-ya.
A diamond sword?
Chicken jockey?
Oh.
That's when out of nowhere, like a huge audience jumps up behind us. And then we all get thrown out.
Yeah,
And that new identity was Melissa Foster.
for not participating. Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of.
No, because somebody in here probably is the one who body slammed the worker. You didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because people are fucking stupid.
Yeah. I think the human race is an intelligent species. Specifically Americans.
I understand. Some movies are just bad enough that you have to do something to make the movie fun.
Yeah.
But not at the movie theater. Wait for it to come out on streaming or DVD, and then make your fun of it. There's a ghost.
Oh.
That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all the paperwork would have been impossible.
She was the only person left in the world I could count on. You think I killed her? There's no way I could. It's a moment of truth for this witness too. Once the truth about this stage kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is.
Also, I agree with the fact that they took their anger out on a part-time worker.
Probably, yeah.
Who's just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Has no beef with them. They just
These are Americans.
wanted to really body slam them. I've just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax.
Okay. So,
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Miss Foster. Okay. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. Okay. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. Alright. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again. Sure. I decided to change my story. Okay. Show me the evidence. No.
Okay.
No.
Well, yeah, right here. Yeah. So she turned to run away, and then Terry Falls did one shove and knocked her off the bridge.
No.
Oh yeah. Don't care about that stuff. Tell her the whole truth must come out. And then the diamond, $2 million gem used as a ransom to Dahlia, lost to Eagle River 5 years ago.
Lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. Lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. It was lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. How did it end up in Eagle River? I know it was in I understand where it was. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. But you had the diamond.
Uh-huh.
Who's that? Other than going his hands were full, how did he hold the diamond in the exchange?
It has nothing to do with the diamond.
Nothing to do with the diamond.
It had nothing to do with the diamond.
So it's one of the other pieces of evidence, which would be the map of the area. Is it going to be the fact that when she tried to turn around and run away, the bridge is broken?
That's one part, but...
Or is it the fact that the bridge is narrow?
And the bridge is broken. Well, she could just drop down into the river. Or whether Terry Falls can push her through that hole into the river.
Narrow bridge. As she turned to run,
Yeah.
he pushed her.
Yeah. And he pushed her off the bridge.
Why am I making this harder for myself? The fact that there's no water where he would have pushed her?
There you go. She would have been dead.
You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
It was the diamond in your backpack. I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible.
Impossible?
I asked the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. Forever the same. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. Bedrock?
Mike.
Flint and steel?
Mike.
A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible.
Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then.
But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back of the end of the bridge.
What do you mean?
But after being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
Into the rope?
What rope? What rope?
The rope?
That rope!
There's a lot of rope. A lot of it. I guess if you want to continue with the fact that he's strong,
Yeah.
pick her up. Yeah. Just like battle axe her.
Yeah. CSGO boosting.
I'm gonna crouch you, jump on.
Yeah.
You on? Alright, I'm setting.
Yeah, run boosting.
If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Go ahead, admit to it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you mention it? I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
You can't be serious. Super serious.
I would have win this case.
Order in the court.
It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault.
What?
I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it?
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record of the noose. Your Honor, all of these answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there.
No! But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem with him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
The bridge is the same as it was 5 years ago. The ropes would be broken now. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in his right arm. Ah! And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge. That is clearly impossible. Order, order. What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Oh, it's a cake.
Ooh. Indeed! What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
You were a strong swimmer. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into that river.
Oh? Then what was it? What was so important that she wanted to jump into the river?
Is it still time? Is it time? Is it time?
Is it time?
Is it time? She wanted the diamond off.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, should I say that more dramatically?
Yes, well, whenever she says it.
The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. She wanted the diamond! Is that better?
Yes.
5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond.
Ah! No! It can't be!
Yes. Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. Then her sister found out, and her sister was like, I don't care anymore. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. I mean, the guilt of probably framing him was enough, but her keeping the $2 million seemed more like, I don't know. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Or Dahlia actually thought she was, or not Dahlia.
That's simply ridiculous!
Valerie thought she was actually dead for a little bit until Dahlia's like, I'm
Yeah, it's...
Order!
Your Honor! 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old! Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
Yes! This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
But she was a detective then! You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping?
Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do?
She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note!
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why You killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Oh, jeepers. Who was that laughing at the time? Jesus. Who's that? Laughing at a time like this?
Oh, forgive me. It's just hilarious.
Witness? Is that you?
You amuse me, you woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can
It's Mia.
certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond?
you spent it.
If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Faye? I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something?
How could I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertion.
Decisions. Well, assertions is the same word, basically.
Made the defense.
Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool out of me. Fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that?
Mr. Armando.
Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Oh, so I can shoot her now then.
Oh, no.
Stab her?
No.
Torture. Electrocution. Testimony?
The day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who could testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? God, shoot.
Don't you?
It's false. It's always been false. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes. We would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. That person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Confident as always.
Why not? Prosecution has no objection.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. I said bring him to the witness stand, not shoot him. Well, case is over. No! It's my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left.
My voice.
So what? Get defendant, if we can, it'll be possible. Get the defendant not guilty, then charge her with murder, and then that's when they did their investigation on her. And then when the lawyer went to interview her, and then died. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it. No way! Dahlia died 5 years ago! Valerie betrayed me!
Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million.
That's not true.
Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia. True. Betray me. 5 years ago, she promised never, ever betray each other. Terry. Dahlia! It's true! You are alive! You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth! The real truth! I believed in you! I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Yeah.
I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and only once. Once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness! Yeek! I'm sorry. I apologize.
Water! Please! Water! Get drunk! Need water! Oh well. I guess I'll have to be my coffee instead.
No, that's how we're gonna lose this case, never mind.
At least that'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Ooh, Terry Falls off! Day. I gotta drink water. As you can tell, this character's not good for my voice. 4 p.m. I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there. So, I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie. Not my Dahlia!
Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you?
That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial.
Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence.
There's only one person who can stop it. You kitten. I think.
I don't like you thinking.
I think.
073 Dahlia.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge.
Yes. Put in the note, meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. Certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining. I already talked too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes. Mr. Falls.
Eagle Mountain. That spot. Strong memories.
Why did you just play him up? Could it be he's hiding something here?
She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge.
You were quite early, so you waited on Bridge, correct?
Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. I'm sure he is. See, my boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. Find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put nobody in that car.
You were watching the car?
The bridge on the side is broken. Nobody could come from there. So, I was watching car. What else were you expecting him to do?
I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. Getting that feeling. Contradiction. I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway.
No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came! No car! Nothing! Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me.
Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne?
I never lie! It's the truth! It was Valerie! I remembered her face!
Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Sorry. Told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from the woman standing here now! She was different! It was Valerie! We talked, and then she left.
What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls.
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Talia died. It was my fault. I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in.
Well, we've already clarified you didn't.
It don't matter no more.
Okay.
Either way, Talia, her sweet teenager, dead.
Also, you know she's right in front of you. What do you mean? But you just saw that she isn't dead.
After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia.
How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do.
That woman, it wasn't Dahlia. Stop right there. What more needs to be said?
Even if he meant the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls?
I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her.
Mr. Falls.
Even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. He'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess. What am I doing?
4 p.m. stopped on car in front of bridge.
I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. I didn't put a body in the car. Finally, a woman came and she stood in front of me. We talked and then she left. That was Valerie, not Dahlia.
Show me my options.
Well, she was stabbed in the back.
Between 4 and 5.
Yeah. Yep, Eagle River is right there. Victim, one by Victor. Yeah, that's how we knew it was Valerie. This is the witness photo right here.
But he's turned around.
Meaning?
He's looking the opposite way. He's not looking at the car. Meaning she came from the broken side, the other side. Meaning she was there before him.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Which one? I think it's like any one of them. Yeah, it's all of them.
How many more evidences do I gotta prove?
What the fuck is it? There it is.
So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well, then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
Huh? Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye.
You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right?
But that's the victim at the end of the bridge.
Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She bought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it on the base of a tree there.
Ah!
It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get.
This little bottle of necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty. That's because Your Honor doesn't have the poison in it yet. You heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he left. Then he left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car.
No!
Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. Still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls. I'm good. Just poison.
That's enough. Please.
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens, we can't trust each other no more. Then you're supposed to drink the bottle. No! Stop the trial! Your Honor! We need a recess! I was stupid. Couldn't keep the promise. So I did it. I drank this.
So they interviewed her for his murder.
Just read the lines.
No, we're so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence.
No. Don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill Dahlia. Again.
Mr. Falls.
Still a memento. Thanks for the coffee.
Mr. Falls! Oh, he did fall.
Mm-hmm.
But, so my first trial ended suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face.
Unforgivable. That witch.
Mr. Armando.
We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Faust killed himself.
Don't cry, kitten. I'm going to make my coffee all salty.
I don't like it. I knew it. I knew it. I wasn't cut out for this.
Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
You're gonna give me the Django Unchained monologue now? Mr. Armando.
This is...
No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time, then you file them away, eventually forget them. A year later in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Yeah. That's an unsettling look. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that made me remember all this. Well, he looks like he's in the hospital.
He's just got a nice chair. And that's the end of Turnabout Beginnings.
Just has a nice chair. He's also got an IV in the background.
He's got cancer.
You're gonna tell me that, oh, nothing.
So what do you think about Bridge of the... No, fuck, that's the next kid. What do you think about Turnabout Beginnings?
Oh, I love Bridge of the Turnabout.
No, you don't like it yet.
You will, but not yet.
It's not happening yet. What do you think about Turnabout Beginnings?
Good.
That was Goto? I mean, the only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Ah!
Good?
Good.
Terry Falls dies in front of you?
Good.
Good? Good. Alright, yeah, well, we're gonna go to a
Well, I mean, that also shows how strong Phoenix is, because he didn't succumb to the same thing that Terry Falls did. He tried to.
No, because the vial was empty and he ate the bottle.
Exactly.
But the reason why the vial was empty there was because Terry Falls drunk it.
Exactly.
Okay. So we're gonna go to the final case of the trilogy, Bridge to the Turnabout Inn.
The next episode.
Thank you for watching this episode of It's the Trials and Tribulations. Make sure to like, subscribe, to the bell, notify the bell, but cheers.
Every day.
Bye-bye.